how to send confirmation email to the person who is filling the Google form. Hi guys, I'm Kishan, and in this quick video I'm going to share with you on how to configure this setting in Google form so that whenever somebody fills a Google form, they should get an email with your company details, your company brochure, your contact number, your other company details about your brochure, your company success stories. Alongside with that, you and your teammates should also be notified that somebody has filled a Google form. So are you excited about it? Before I train you, I want you to click on the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel because it's absolutely free to do that. You can change your mind later if you want. Every week we are bringing the amazing lessons for helping you to scale your business by systems of Google applications. And I want you to click on the bell icon as well so that you're notified whenever this amazing tutorials are coming to you on your YouTube channel. So let's start learning on how to configure this amazing feature in Google Form. So here you can see, to do the same, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a fresh Google form, and you know how to do that. When you write forms.new, it opens a new Google form. Now here, for example, I'm creating a customer inquiry form, or maybe I can creating a request a callback form. Request a call back, and you have added this to your website, and whenever somebody is coming to your website, they are filling this form and they are getting automated email. That is what we are going to learn here. Now you're wondering, before I proceed further, you might be thinking, Kewal, can we embed a Google form in a website? Yes, you can do that. Okay, I've covered it in one of my lessons in the YouTube channel. So for example, this form is called request to callback form, where we are asking for the name of the person who want us to call the person who want us to call them back. Then you are, for example, now asking for the email address as well. Now this particular field is really important, because if you do not ask for the email address, then you don't know to which email should you send confirmation. So it's mandatory for you to ask about this field, and for that reason you will make it required, and you will make the previous question as well required, so that it becomes this red icon comes up here. It becomes mandatory for people to fill it up, and to make sure that people fill actually the email address instead of a contact number or something else, what you can do is that you can click on these three dots and you can click on response validation, and you can add the validation so that people are able to fill only the email addresses. How can you do that? You can click on text, and here you can click on email. So when you choose these two options, text and email, using the form response validation, it means now they will have to input the email address only. Now after that, you can ask any questions that you want. For example, you can ask contact number, or you want to ask which product or service are you interested to purchase, right? And this is where you can write your products. For example, if you're having a retail stores, so you can write your products of retail store, for example LED TV, ACs. If you are into services, for example, you are selling insurance, you can write life insurance, health insurance, or whatever products you want to write here, right? Services you want to write. If you are into IT services, you can write here website development. So based on your products or services, you can write here, right? It's free to create as many questions, and you can add as many categories or products you want to add. And beauty part is that with each and every product or service, you can add the image as well. So here I'm just showcasing you this as an example. Okay. Now after that, you can ask them to upload any document if you want, using this feature called file upload, and you can ask them a couple of other things as well. But here the main important part is that whenever people fill this, how do you send them confirmation email? That is the main part. And for that, what we are going to do, we are going to install an add-on. Now Google gives you so many free add-ons which help you to increase the power of Google Forms to 10 times higher. And one of the add-ons which Google Form provides is form notifications. Now where do you find all these add-ons which Google Workspace have? So for that, what you will do, you will Google out Google Workspace Marketplace. So when you write Google Workspace Marketplace, you open it, and this is where you will find all the kind of add-ons which Google has, which gets integrated with forms and sheets and other Google applications. So here I'll be writing an add-on called form notification. Okay, so when you write it, now this is the add-on which I'm talking about, form notification, right? You click on this and you will have to install it. Now this is already installed in my system, and that is the reason it is giving me the option of uninstalling it. So you'll get two options. One is individual install, second is domain install. So if you want to install it only to your system, only to your email address, then you can choose individual install. But if you want to install this add-on to all the G Suite users, all the Google Workspace users in your company, then you can choose domain install. Got it? Great. So based on your option, you have chosen it, you have installed it. Now once you've installed it, after that you will go back to the form, you will refresh it. Now once you refresh it, then you will see this icon coming up. It says add-ons, and if you don't refresh it, then it might be the case that this add-on does not it does not appear. So the first step is that you search for form notification, you install it, and then you refresh your Google form, and that is where you find this, and this is where you'll find the list of the add-ons that you've added. And one of the add-ons that you've added right now is form notification. I've got other add-ons as well, and I've covered about all these add-ons in my other channel, other lessons. So I'm clicking on form notification, and when I'm clicking on that, it gives me the option of open. So I open it, and this is where I get the option of configuring the same. Now here it gives you two options. Okay, first is notify on form responses, and second is thank you email. Let me explain you the difference and utility of both these options. So notify on form responses means that it will notify you and your couple of other teammates that you want to notify them. Okay, so in that case, when you switch it on, it by default adds the email address on which you are actually creating a form, and with that you can add other email addresses as well which you want to add. Okay, for example, I'm adding one of the email address here. Right, so I've added one more email address here, and by default my email address was coming up here. Even I can delete it. If I click on cross, it means I will not get to know that somebody's filled the form. So if, for example, you are having an executive assistant in your company, or you are having your sales team or somebody else, and you want them to get notified whenever somebody fills the form. So in that case, you can add all the email addresses of your teammates to whom you want to send notification when somebody fills the form. Now this is where it says send notification after every 10 responses. So it means that when 10 responses have been received, then only you and your teammates will be notified. But if you want that, no, Kewal, for every form submission, me or my teammates should be notified. So guess what? You can change this number. So here, instead of 10, I can make it 2. So after 2 submissions, my team should be notified, or 3 or 5 or 100 or even 1 as well. So after every submission, your team will be notified. Got it? So this is called notify on form responses. Now let's go to the second section, which is the crux of this particular video, which is called thank you email. So it means you will be able to send thank you email to somebody who has filled the form. So confirmation email to somebody who is filling the form. So how do you do that? So it gives you 2 options. First is collect email, which is automatically. So it means now Google form give you the option of collecting the email address as the first priority. So for example, in the Google form there is a setting where so for example, if I go to the option called settings and I click on setting, and here for example if I click on this option called collect emails, so it means that this email address option will go up and person will have to fill the email address before filling any other option. But right now we have not switched it on, right? So it means that the person we can add this question anywhere in the list of questions. Although to send email it is required to get the email address, but if you have not switch this option on, collect email, it means that you can add this question wherever you want. So you choose automatically only when this option is on, right, which is collect email. But if this option is not on, then another option is called by form field. So here, there is a drop down coming up where you need to choose the field which is actually collecting the email address. So for example, we have two fields here, although we have three fields: name, email address, and which products and services, but these two fields are having the question type as short answer. So here it chooses only, give you in the drop down only those fields which are having question as short answer. So here is asking you, there are two fields, name and email address. Now which of the fields are actually collecting in the email address? So for example, here I am choosing this field. This an email address field is actually collecting the email address. So it means whenever customer fills the email address by answering this question, that person will be getting the thank you email. Now it says send a copy to, it means CC. If you want to send confirmation email to the client, but you want to be in the CC on that email, or you want your teammates to be in the CC, so in that case you can add their email address here, right? So you can easily add the email address here, and those people will be in CC when sending the email. Now this is called notification email subject, and this is called notification email body. Now this is where for example you can say we have received your response. Now this can be your subject, and here you can write, hi dear, thank you for filling the form, right? So whatever you write here, it will go as a body of the email. We shall contact you in 24 hours. Meanwhile, check out our entire range of products. Now this is where you can write website, and here you can write the link of your website, so that when somebody gets the email, you can show them all your products, right? So in that case, let me open my website, which is kewalkishan.com. check out my website as well, because in that you'll understand on how we can help you to automate your business processes. So here I've copied this URL of my website, and here I have pasted it. So instead of my website, you can have your own website, and here you're saying that check out all the range of our products. Or maybe you can ask them that check out on what our customers are saying. So see our success stories. So if in your website you have a review page, right? So for example, we have a review page, so you can add the link of your review page. Or if you have a playlist of Google of YouTube channel where you're having some testimonials of the clients, you can add that. Or for example, you want to add the brochure of your company, then you can add the link of that. And now you're wondering, Kewal, brochure usually is in the PDF format. How can we add the PDF in this? You do not need to do that. Whatever tell you that you can convert your PDF into a Google Slides brochure. Yes, that is possible. And I always recommend it to all my students that it's better to have a brochure in Google Slides, because PDF people need to download, but Google Slides is online. And for example, Google Slide you can embed on your website as well. Few people have the link of your brochure, and at the back end, whenever you make some changes in your brochure in the Google Slides, all the people who have that link will have the updated content. Whereas in the PDF, if you change it later, the content which people have downloaded before will not be changed, right? So you can add the link of your Google Slides brochure as well. And this is where I can write regards, and then your company name. And this is where you can click on save configuration. So I fill this email with a couple of links and subject, body, and I click on save configuration. It means now I have configured this add-on, which is called form notification. Let's see how does it work. Before that, I'll just repeat it quickly. First option was notify on form responses. It means you and your teammates will be notified. So in that case, you need to add the email addresses, and after how many submissions you should get notification. So 1, 2, 5, 10, by default it is 10. I've reduced it to 1, so that after every submission you or your teammate should be notified. And then in the thank you email, you can choose the email address as the field in which you have collecting the email address. And then if you want to be in the CC of the email, you can write your email and then subject and the body of your email. And you just don't forget to click on this button called save configuration, right? So now you can minimize it, and now it's time for us to check it out on whether it is working or not, right? So let me click on preview here, and if you don't know how to share it with your clients, you can click on send button, and when you click on send, you can send it via email, or you can share this link, shorten link, you can share it with your customers. Or third option is embed HTML, so you can copy paste this code on the body of your website. So on your website you will have the request to callback form added, right? So I'm just opening it, and this is the live form. Let people fill it up. Rajesh Kewal, I'm just writing in dummy name here, and let me add the email address of the person, and person has chosen some products which he or she is interested in. And here when the person is filling it up, now the person should get email. Let's see whether the person has got the email address or not, and have a look. Here we have just got an email which says, we have received your response. Hi dear, thank you for filling the form. We shall contact you in 24 hours. Meanwhile, check out our entire range of products, and including the link of our website and success stories have come up here. So this is it. Your customer will be automatically notified by email along with all your links. It can be your feedback link, it can be your website link, your YouTube link, or it can be your contact number or something else. So it makes it easier for customer to know that you have actually received it, right? And it increases the communication as well, and it increases all the for example, if you go to Amazon and if you buy a product, you get a notification, right, that thank you for purchasing my product. You get a confirmation. Don't you want that whenever your customer fill the form, they should get a confirmation? So this is the feature which will help you to do the same. Now let's see whether you or your teammates also get notified that somebody has filled the form. So for that, you can see here another feature here called request to callback form submission detected. So when you click here, it shows that the form submission has been detected on the form which is titled as request to callback form, and it says we have received one response till now. So me and another email address have got this email. It means you and your teammates are notified that somebody has filled this form. So this was pretty easy for you to implement, and I hope you loved it. Repeating it once again, you need to go to Google Workspace Marketplace. You need to search out for this add-on. Once you install it, you need to refresh your form, and once you refresh, then only you'll get the option of add-ons. Click on form notification, and then you set it up, and you can revise this video once again if you want to have any more clarity on this. I want you to implement this ASAP, because implementation is the key. If you just go to this, listen to this video and do not take action, nothing will change in your life, right? And as a business owner, the biggest struggle that we have in our business is how to scale our business, right? As a business owners, we are just firefighting in day-to-day managerial activities, and because we don't have any systems, we don't have any automation, everything is manual, everything is just on either Excel files or diaries. So everything is dependent on us. Whether employees complaining or customers complaining, we'll have to bear all the headache, right? But what if I tell you there is an easy way? You can actually automate your processes. Any work which your teammates are doing in 10 hours, they can do it in 1 hour, right? If out of 50 hours a week, if you're spending 80-90% of time just in day-to-day operational tasks, and if you want to just manage an entire day working only 1 hour a day in your operations, then I want to invite you to my business automation masterclass, a 2-hour masterclass where you're going to discover on how can you get the freedom from daily firefighting by automating your business processes using Google Forms and Sheets. And this masterclass is happening this week. So check out the link which is given in the description of the video and sign up for the masterclass and get the freedom from daily firefighting. I hope you loved today's lesson. keep learning, keep automating, and keep scaling your business. Check out my other lessons as well, which we have in our YouTube channel when it comes to Google applications. And don't forget to subscribe because it's absolutely free to do that. All the best.